Over the weekend in Gaza, we saw yet more mass shootings and killings of people seeking UN aid for their families, an atrocious and inhumane act which I utterly condemn. We need an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, the immediate release of all hostages, and unimpeded humanitarian access as a first step to achieve the two-state solution.
Share with you, which I was just given, but the font is small, so I need my glasses. The Secretary-General is appalled by the accelerating breakdown of humanitarian conditions in Gaza, where the last lifelines keeping people alive are collapsing. He deplores the growing reports of children and adults suffering from malnutrition. The Secretary-General strongly condemns the ongoing violence, including the shooting, the killing, and the injuring of people attempting to get food for their families. Civilians must be protected, civilians must be respected, and they must never, ever be targeted. The population in Gaza remains gravely undersupplied with the basic necessities of life. Israel has the obligation to allow and facilitate by all means at its disposal the humanitarian relief provided by the United Nations and other humanitarian organizations. The Secretary-General notes that the intensification of hostilities in recent days comes as the humanitarian system is being impeded, undermined, and endangered. A new evacuation order in parts of Deir al-Balah, homes for tens of thousands, pushes people into more desperate conditions and further displacement, and restricts our ability to deliver life-saving aid. As I mentioned, UN staff is remaining in Deir al-Balah, and 2 UN guest houses have been impacted, despite the parties having been informed of the location of UN premises, which, as you well know, are inviolable. These locations, as with all civilian sites, must be protected regardless of evacuation orders. The Secretary-General reiterates his urgent call for the protection of civilians, including humanitarian personnel, and the provision of essential resources to ensure their survival. He once again calls on the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. We stand ready to significantly scale up our humanitarian operations. The time for a ceasefire is now. Items to newly displaced people reception centers. We continue to urge all